What up, YouTube? It's your boy Anime Specialist. So another great Demon Slayer episode. Obviously, it wasn't as great as last week's episode because episode 19 was amazing, man. It was GOAT level. The animation, the art, the music was something else, man. I don't think you can up that except if we go further, in the anime series. But yeah, man, it was something else. But this week's episode was pretty good too. There wasn't a lot, that we can really talk about except some backstory of some demons. But it was pretty good. So while Tanjiro and Nezuko were able to defeat Rui, one of the 12 Kizuki, for a little bit, he actually cut his head off with his threads a little bit before Tanjiro and Nezuko was able to cut off his head. So that's the reason why he was still alive. And after that attack that Tanjiro and Nezuko did, they were out of commission. Tanjiro wasn't really able to move, and Nezuko, it seems like she was out of it. It seems like she was kind of knocked out, because she used for the first time her blood demon art. But like I always thought, I already knew that Gyu was going to save Tanjiro and Nezuko at some point because that's how anime does things. But yeah, he came in, he was able to defeat Rui pretty easily, man. He used, I think, the 11th form of water breathing technique, which I was really surprised, man. Y'all should have seen my face. I was surprised as hell that he used 11th form because we only knew that the water breathing technique had 10 forms. Even Tanjiro was surprised, so that was interesting because the water was all around him, and it's like he cut the thread without moving, so that was quite interesting. But anyway, he defeated Rui pretty easily, so that means right now I understand what lower 5 means. It probably means that he's one of the weakest of the 12 Kizuki probably, and that's why Gyu was able to defeat him that easily. Even though he used the 11th form, I don't think he could have used the first form and defeat Rui, but he was able to defeat him pretty easily with the 11th form, so it doesn't matter. So there was a flashback for this demon right there. If y'all were a little bit confused, she's the one that Rui actually beheaded in last week's episode, even though she was still alive after that. She's one of Rui's quote-unquote sister, so that's how she looked before, she was turned into one of Rui's sister. And it's pretty interesting because one of the other sisters, she said that he's one of the only one that can do what he just did to this demon right there. I don't think I remember her name or if they said her name in the episode, but he used his blood to transform into one of his subordinate basically. And what he did after she drank his blood, he basically scratch her head off so that she could look like that. So that was quite interesting. But what the other sister said is that he's one of the only one that can do that because he has the permission from the king of the demons. Obviously he's one of the 12 Kizuki, so that's why he has the permission. But yeah, I guess that's how you become one of Rui's family member, which is horrible, but anyway, man, there was other things in the flashback, but I don't think it was really that important. The other sister was killed by Rui because she betrayed him and everything, but it wasn't that important in my opinion. After that, after the flashback, we saw that Shinobu actually met with that demon. I don't remember her name, man. If she has a name, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, Shinobu was there. She was the one that saved Zenitsu in last week's episode with the antidote, I think. And she's one of my favorite, man. I know we've only seen her for like 2 to 3 episodes, but she's one of my favorite right now. She just appeared besides that demon, like that. She didn't even notice before she talked, so that was quite interesting. Obviously, she's one of the strongest demon slayer. I think they're named the Hashira or something like that. So Giyu is one of them, and she's one of them. So she's one of the strongest. I don't know if she's the strongest or the second strongest, but she's one of the strongest. So I don't think I can really call that a fight between them because the demon was really overmatched. You can't really, when you're a normal demon, even though you drank the demon blood of one of the 12 Kizukis, you're a normal demon. So you're gonna lose to one of the Hashira. So it was pretty easy for Shinobu to kill her, and she didn't kill her like I thought she would. And her sword is pretty weird, man. That's the first time that I've actually saw a sword like that. It's pretty thin, and there's only a little blade. But the reason for that is that it seems like Shinobu is killing demon by poison. So that's how she was able to kill the demon, and it was a pretty horrible death, because in some of the other death from the demon, the author, I don't know his name, but he does a good job to humanize the demon before they die, and he tried, I guess, to do that a little bit from the flashbacks, but the way that she died, man, it was horrible, because of the poison and everything like that. She didn't even disintegrated like they always do. But yeah, that was a horrible death, man, because she also lied about the number of humans that she killed, and I guess Shinobu was pretty mad about it, and she wanted to torture her, so I guess that was the way that she find to torture the demon. But yeah, like I said, in this limited time, Shinobu is becoming one of my favorite characters, man. The only thing that I'm scared about is when she meets Nezuko. Is she going to try to kill her because, Nezuko is a demon, or is she gonna ask the same question that she asked the demon, how many humans she killed? And I don't think Nezuko actually killed one human, so that's quite interesting. The only thing that she killed are other demons, so I really want to know what's gonna happen with that. Maybe if she tries to kill Nezuko, Giyu will protect her because Giyu actually knows Tenjiro and Nezuko, so that will be interesting, man. I can't wait for next week's episode. Like I said at the beginning of the review, it wasn't near as good as last week's episode because last week's episode was something that we're probably not gonna see again, because the music with the fight, that's what made that episode so amazing, so yeah. But let me know what you thought about this week's episode in the comments down below, and let me know what you think is gonna happen next. This series so far has been amazing, one of the best anime series of this season, of this year, because I think for me there was The Promised Neverland, there was obviously Attack on Titan. I've watched a little bit of Vinland Saga right now, and then obviously Demon Slayer. I don't watch Mob Psycho, but I will, and have heard that Mob Psycho is a great anime, so I definitely think that Demon Slayer is in this realm of anime of the year. Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments down below. But yeah, man, I can't wait for next week's episode. I think there's 6 episodes left, so there's 26 episodes for this season, and I'm almost sure that there's gonna be a second season because of how the fans are reacting to this anime right now, so I think someone commented how many chapters they've covered so far in the anime. Actually, I asked this question on Twitter, and that person answered with 40 chapters. So they covered 40 chapters of the anime. So that's quite interesting because I think they have 150 plus chapters of Demon Slayer. So they have a lot more content. I think it's weekly Shonen Jump, so there's weekly chapters. I'm not really sure. But yeah, man, I can't wait for what's coming next because it's been amazing. It's been an amazing ride. I can't wait for the next 6 episodes. So 6 more weeks of Demon Slayer, and hopefully it will be as great. But yeah, man, I do Demon Slayer reviews every Saturday, so subscribe for that. But I also do other anime related things like Black Clover reviews on Tuesdays, Fire Force and Doctor Stone reviews on Fridays, and like I said, Demon Slayer and then One Piece reviews on Saturdays. So stay tuned for that. Follow me at Anime Specialist on Twitter and Instagram. More on Twitter because I tweet a lot more right now. So yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe. It would help my channel a lot. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, man. Anime Specialist out. Peace.